Bill Snopper here, and at Franklin Sussex Automall, we're ready to rock your world. It's the Rockin' Festival of Savings, with explosive powered core discounts on every new Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram.
Lease a new 2017 Jeep Cherokee 4x4, just $199 a month. And a new 2017 Ram 1500 Quad Cab Express 4x4, just $199 a month.
We're all amped up to give you big cash for your trade and the credit help you deserve. Don't miss the Rockin' Festival of Savings, Route 23 in Sussex.
Drive and Discover event.
Welcome to the Franklin Sussex Automall, Franklin Sussex Hyundai Sports Beat. I'm your host, Dan Cleary. Thanks for joining us as we come to you from the lot here at the Franklin Sussex Automall. As we come to you every week from here. Also, sometimes we do the show at the Franklin Sussex Hyundai right down the street, our sister dealership. And as the weather gets better, we say it every time, come down, check out a new or used car. You can get a lease. They'll come to their service department here. They'll service your car. Our customer service here is terrific. It's award-winning. And they'll get you in the car that you need. They'll come up with a financial package. And always a lot of great events going on here at the Automall. Last week was the ribs eating contest, which always draws a big crowd. And this year they opened it up to nonprofits. They used to just be the local firefighters. And they had the nonprofits, and they had a good time here. And remember, folks, it's not too late, but it's getting late. You get your tickets for Rock, Ribs, and Ridges at the fairgrounds at the end of the month. So get those tickets. You like that Southern Rock, the Outlaws, and all those guys. It's a great two-day event, and it's sponsored by Franklin Sussex Automall. Well, we're going to start off tonight's show. It's going to be a review of the spring season as far as our all Mugs teams for baseball, softball. We'll talk a little lacrosse. So let's get underway with the all Mugs baseball team. And for one final time, I want to thank Mark's Auto Maintenance right down the road on Route 565 in Glenwood, sponsoring Baseball Talk all season. And our friend Jerry Cantalupo, Northwestern Mutual, for all your financial needs. It's Jerry Cantalupo. You give him a call at Northwestern Mutual. All right, we're going to start off at first base. And for the American Division co-champs, the HWS champs, and making it to the section final, North Non-Public A, their first baseman from Pope John, Davian Sanchez. He hit .347. He had 25 hits, 11 RBIs, .473 on-base percentage, .375 slugging. Terrific first baseman. He's a big, tall kid. He covers a lot of ground. And with that turf infield at Pope John, it makes it different from all other infields. And that infield at Pope John, those guys, Summers at second, Ventresca at short, and Justin Provost at third, terrific. But Davian Sanchez anchors it at first. Our other first baseman, Lenape Valley, record-wise, not the best this year, but they played everyone tough. They were just snake bit. I mean, they lose in the HWS to High Point, 7-6 on a Sam Armstrong walk-off hit. They played everyone so tough. Newton had a rally to beat them in a Freedom Division game. Vernon only beat them by one, but they had a very good first baseman, Matt Helfrich. He hit .413, 18 RBIs, 21 runs scored, 31 hits. He had 9 doubles. He's a senior. He did a very nice job at first base for Bob Plink. So those are our two first basemen. Also want to quickly mention honorable mention type kids. Jake Luzinski really came on strong, the sophomore up at High Point. Sean Perry at Jefferson, the big guy, he could also pitch. He had a nice season. Justin Mang, who had 4 home runs for Kittatinny. He's a kid that had a nice season. And you can't forget Luke Young over at Newton. He batted about .297, but he's a great first baseman. Jaden Mutz at Vernon and Tyler Small, a lot of good first basemen. So we'll move to second base. Aldo Valerossi from Newton, the senior, 30 for 71, hit .423, 30 runs. He had a great season for the Newton Braves, who won the Freedom Division. They got upset in the first round of states. It was a tough loss there, but Aldo was consistent day in, day out at the plate and in the field, and he was a big part of the Braves' success this year. Our other second baseman, Matt Duma from High Point, the senior, rock solid all year. Ryan Ellis can count on him every game to field his position and provide leadership and hit. Duma hit .359. He was 33 for 92, 5 doubles. He had 2 triples, 7 RBIs, .398 on base percentage, .478 slugging. Duma, a big part of High Point making that run to the HWS final where they lost to Pope John, and to the section final where they came up short in North 1 Group 2 against Pascack Hills. Duma, a great season for him. And other kids I want to mention, honorable mentions, George Summers from Pope John. He had the big hit in the HWS game against High Point. And Justin Randizzo from Jefferson, just a sophomore, also a terrific wrestler. He hit 275, had 22 hits, 8 runs, and 7 RBIs. But our 2 second basemen are Val Rossi and also Matt Duma. Third base, Brandon Brady of Lenape Valley. Again, as I said, Lenape Valley was snake book, but they had a couple of really nice players. Brady, just a junior, hit 327, and he also could pitch, so he was a dual threat, as a lot of kids have to in baseball. Was one of the top hitters at 327. 3-1 pitching, 1.38 ERA, 33 strikeouts, 6 walks in 37 innings. So he did a nice job for Bob Klink. And our first baseman, one of the best players up here by far, and our player of the year for Muggs Media, Justin Provost. He hit 457, he had 42 hits, 17 of them extra base hits, 6 homers. He hit that bomb against Union Catholic. They hit the school. 30 RBIs, 25 runs scored. He played in the senior all-star game the other night. He's going to go play at Rowan. Justin had a great season. And also I want to mention at third base, Adam Driscoll from Vernon had a nice year. He's the youngster. And Josh Colon of North Warren, he played first and third, and he hit 380. But our 2 third basemen are Brandon Brady and Justin Provost. Shortstop, we'll start off Jared Vuz of North Warren. They won the Colonial Division under Jim Halp, and they won a couple of games in North 1 Group 1 before they lost in the semifinals. They had a good run. Vuz hit 370, 27 of 43, 14 runs, 21 RBIs. He had 8 extra base hits, and when he pitched, he was 5-1. Excuse me, folks. 5-1, 0.76 ERA, in 37 innings pitched, 39 Ks, 12 walks. So good season for Jared Vuz. Also at shortstop, Brian Franco of High Point. He was 74, hit 365, 9 doubles, 2 triples, 2 home runs, 21 RBIs, 461 on base, 622 slugging. His big thing was against Dumont in the States. He no-hit him unconventional. They scored 2 runs on. He had walked some people, and some fielder's choice and sac flies, but he also hit a 2-run homer in that game. So Brian Franco, big key to High Point success. Jake Rodriguez of Vernon, he's a senior. At the top of that order, he had the Vikes going. They were in the hunt for the Freedom Division right to the final week of the season. They came up short against Newton, but they swept High Point. Jake, a big part of it, terrific defensive fielder. But he hit 351, 21 runs scored, 8 RBIs. And here's the big thing. When he got on, if it was a single, it turns into a double because he was 17 of 18 stealing, 433 on base, 402 slugging. Also at shortstop, John News of Kittatinny, just a junior. John's a trained catcher, but for the sake of the team, went to shortstop, did a great job as Kittatinny was near 500, having a very good season for them. He hit 385 with 25 hits, 6 doubles, and just did a great job. Coach TJ Orlando, very happy with him. And finally, our last shortstop, Ronan Jarvis, just a sophomore at Sparta. He led the team with 21 hits, and he also pitched. He had 38 innings, 2.37 ERA, 31 strikeouts. Also, we mentioned, for honorable mention, Eddie Vitreska. So our shortstops are Jared Vuz, Jake Rodriguez, John News, and Ronan Jarvis. So when we come back here on the Sports Beat, we'll go over our outfielders, our pitchers, and the utilities right after these messages here on Channel 10 and MuggsMedia.com.
Bill Snopper here in the Franklin Sussex Automall. We're ready to rock your world. It's the Rockin' Festival of Saving with explosive powered cord discounts on every new Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram.
Lease a new 2017 Jeep Cherokee 4x4, just $199 a month. And a new 2017 Ram 1500 Quad Cab Express 4x4, just $199 a month.
We're all amped up to give you big cash for your trade and the credit help you deserve. Don't miss the Rockin' Festival of Savings, Route 23 in Sussex.
Drive and Discover event.
Arthur J. Gallagher Risk Management Services, specializing in public entity risk management, loss control, and self-insured alternatives. Put your trust in Arthur J. Gallagher locally by contacting George Moorville, who served Sussex County schools and municipalities for over 40 years. Arthur J. Gallagher and George Moorville support Sussex County athletes and charities. Arthur J. Gallagher Risk Management Services, business without barriers. For more information, call George Moorville at 973-383-3110.
Eastern Propane remains dedicated to our founding principles of personalized service, quality products, and exceptional technical expertise. We offer comprehensive, single-source solutions including the planning, design, installation, and ongoing maintenance of your propane gas systems and appliances. Our friendly delivery technicians provide you with safe and efficient deliveries, ensuring uninterrupted propane service. Whether your needs are large or small, Eastern Propane offers more ways to serve you better.
United Water is now Suez, safe, clean water for the communities they serve.
Fall Guys, professional pest control, household lawn and landscape plants. Let the Fall Guys make your lawn clean and green. The Fall Guys can get rid of those nasty insects and mice in your home. Yuck! Make your home comfortable inside and out with the Fall Guys. Lawn service and pest control, serving all of Sussex, Morris, and Warren counties with the best and honest service. For more information, go to fallguys.com. Call the Fall Guys today, 973-221-3331.
Sussex County Sheriff's Crime Stoppers is a nonprofit organization that encourages cooperation between the citizens of Sussex County and the Sussex County Sheriff's Department. If you have information relating to a crime or criminal activity in Sussex County, please contact us. If your tip leads to an arrest, you could receive a reward of up to $1,000. Contact us at 973-300-CRIME or through our website at www.sussexcountysheriff.com. Thank you.
This message made possible by D&H Risk Solutions. For more information, go to risksolutions.com.
Sussex County Community College is a great place to branch out and figure out what suits you best and what fits you as an individual.
The array of classes that they offer was perfect.
Professors will go out of their way for you. They'll sit with you until you understand completely.
It was the right choice for me because it would save me money and I would be able to get all my gen eds done before moving on to a four-year university.
Visit us at sussex.edu to find out more. Sussex County Community College. Start here, go anywhere.
Welcome back to the Franklin Sussex Automall, Franklin Sussex Hyundai Sports Beat. We're picking our All Mugs baseball team right now. Later on, we'll do our softball team and talk a little lacrosse, a little spring review. As the school year and the spring season has come to an end here in the Muggs Media area, where did that go? Did it seem like we were just doing an opening night football game back in September? That'll be here before you know. Teams are practicing already in football. They're allowed to. Once the spring season ends, you can go out and practice. All right, let's go to catcher. Behind the plate, Hunter Silvernail of Pope John. He was terrific this year. He hit .281. He had 25 hits, but he made his hits count. He had 20 RBIs and 5 doubles. But more importantly, he caught the best pitching staff in the area. He did a great job. He called a lot of the pitches. Vinny Bella, the coach of Pope John, trusted him implicitly how to handle the staff, and he did a great job, Hunter. Also an outstanding goalie on the soccer team in the fall. And our other catcher is Dylan Harlos of Wallkill Valley. Dylan's just a tremendous three-sport athlete. He can play shortstop first. He also pitches. But he hit .405, 32 of 79 hitting. He had 12 RBIs, 15 runs scored, 501 on base, .493 slugging. And him and Justin Rivera at the top of that order were very dangerous for Wallkill Valley. He also had 14 stolen bases. Those are our two top catchers. All right, we'll move to pitchers now. We have plenty of good pitching up here. I picked a staff of 6, but I cheated, folks. One of the spots is 4 kids. I think you know where I'm going with this. Pope John's pitching staff, one of the best 4 starters that this area has seen on one team in a long time. Jake Wells, a sophomore, 33 innings pitched, 5-0, 2.33, beat Mount Olive to help them get a share of the American Division. Sean Miller, going to Seton Hall, 44 2/3 innings, 6-3, 157 ERA, only allowed 10 earned runs all year. He beat Sparta in a big game, and at the end of the year, Vinny Bella was bringing him out of the bullpen, sealing games up. Miller, terrific player. Trevor Backman, going to Marist, senior leader. How many times a starting pitcher who doesn't hit is your captain, and that's Trevor Backman. It says a lot about him and what he's all about character-wise. Terrific kid, 50 2/3 innings, 6-2 record, 1.6 ERA, 78 Ks. As I said, senior leader, going to Marist. And then the man, Sean Roberts, 7-2, 0.43 ERA and 58 innings pitched, MVP of the HWS, where he no-hit Newton in 5 innings, and then he beat High Point 2-0 Pope John wins that tournament, didn't allow a run in all their games. Never happened before. But he, did a great job, beat Don Bosco in the States. Sean Roberts is terrific. Maris is getting a good one there. So, he did a terrific job this year. And a lot of the other kids that would be on his staff possibly, we've mentioned at other positions. But, but we'll go with the other guys we have on here on this great staff. I take this staff anywhere. Now we'll go back to the other pitchers on there. Sam Armstrong, sophomore, one of the best overall players in the area. 55 innings pitched, 7-2 record, 1.16 ERA, only allowed 15 earned runs, only 41 hits. He had 28 Ks, and he no-hit Warren Hills in the HWS tournament when they made that great run. He's just a terrific player. He can also hit. We talked about the game-winning hit. He hit 417, 35 for 84, 432 on base, 667 slugging, 28 RBIs, 2 homers, 13 doubles, and he was just tremendous all season long. His future is just tremendous, and I can't wait to see how he progresses as a player, Sam Armstrong. We mentioned before Justin Rivera, the sophomore from Wallkill, another youngster. He went 42 2/3 innings, 4-3, 2.46 ERA, 59 Ks. He also was a catalyst at the top of the lineup. He hit 312, 24 hits, 11 RBIs, 16 runs. Him and Harlos, as he talked about, really got them going, 15 stolen bases when he did get on. Rounding out our pitching staff, he started the season on the DL with an oblique injury, but Cole Patton, the junior, who's going to go to Seton Hall, 30 innings pitched, 35 Ks, 2.0 ERA, 205 batting average against. He also hit a team-high 432 with 5 doubles, a triple, a homer, a 938 fielding percentage. Terrific player. Hopefully he stays healthy and has a monster senior year, although he's committed to Seton Hall Prep. Cole Patton's a terrific player. And finally, our last pitcher, Hunter DePrimo of North Warren. As we said, they won the Colonial Division. He was amazing. 7-1, 0.49 ERA. He had pitched 57 2/3 innings, 95 Ks in that many innings. In 57 innings, he had 95 Ks and just 16 walks. Talk about a ratio. He's their best hitter too. 386, 27 for 70, 15 runs scored, 18 RBIs, 8 extra base hits. He had 18 strikeouts in a win over Blair and just was tremendous. He helped North Warren go 15-7, but Hunter DePrimo, one of the best all-around players around. And then rounding out our All Mugs baseball team, we're going to do outfield, and then we'll hit the utility guys. Outfield, Joe Millar, Pope John, the junior, 36 of 96, hit 375, 8 RBIs, played a terrific left field, had a big game against Union Catholic. He moved up in the order as the season went on. Millar will be back next year for Pope John. They lost a great senior class. Millar's a terrific player. He'll key them. Brandon Lavarini of Vernon, he's a senior, hit 347, 25 hits, 20 RBIs, hit a homer, hit 4 doubles. In Vernon's comeback season, they had struggled the last few seasons. This year, the Vikings had a winning record, and as we said, challenged for that Freedom Division. Brandon Lavarini was a big part of that. His younger brother, Justin's a kid that keep an eye on pitching-wise. Eric Castorina, a junior from Sparta, 23 hits, 307 average, 12 RBIs, 933 fielding. He had big hits against North Warren in the HWS. He also, terrific athlete in football, chases down fly balls. Then maybe one of the best pure hitters the area has, Mike Lucy of Newton, senior, 508, 32 hits, 2 homers, 29 RBIs, 19 runs scored. He was by far the best hitter for Newton this year, and he was consistent all year. And then his outfield partner, Chase Kramer, one of the best athletes up here, just a junior. He was 33 of 74, 23 runs scored, a 446 batting average, 12 RBIs, 15 stolen bases, and 7 doubles. He'll be back next year. So our outfield is Millar, Brandon Lavarini, Eric Castorini, Mike Lutzi, and Chase Kramer. A couple guys I will also mention in the outfield, Mike Supa from Vernon, Dylan Rossi from Kittatinny, Ryan Casey from Pope John. Excuse me, folks. And then real quick, our utility players, Scotty Price from Newton, 2-2 pitching with 1 save. He also hit 338. Scott's a tremendous athlete. And then Josh Colon, we mentioned before, North Warren at 380 and played first and third. Billy Carson and Jake Tarabacchia had nice seasons for Newton. Also want to mention George Gutierrez and Vito Torelli from Sussex Tech had good years. So that rounds out the All Mugs team for 2017. Season seemed like it just started a few weeks ago, which it really did because we missed the first week because of snow. So it was almost like a 9-week season. But it went fast, but a lot of good baseball. Pope John made a final, section final. High Point made a section final. We had the first time an all-local HWS. So a great year for baseball. Looking forward to next year. As we go into commercial break, we'll have our final top 5 brought to you by Farmers Insurance, Mark Unglob. I want to thank Mark for sponsoring all the top 5s throughout the school year. Here's that top 5.
Bill Snopper here, and at Franklin Sussex Automall, we're ready to rock your world. It's the Rockin' Festival of Saving, with explosive powered cord discounts on every new Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram.
Lease a new 2017 Jeep Cherokee 4x4, just $199 a month. And a new 2017 Ram 1500 Quad Cab Express 4x4, just $199 a month.
We're all amped up to give you big cash for your trade and the credit help you deserve. Don't miss the Rockin' Festival of Savings, Route 23 in Sussex.
Drive and Discover event.
Sussex County Sheriff's Crime Stoppers is a nonprofit organization that encourages cooperation between the citizens of Sussex County and the Sussex County Sheriff's Department. If you have information relating to a crime or criminal activity in Sussex County, please contact us at 973-300-CRIME or go to our website, www.sussexcountysheriff.com. Remember, you remain anonymous and you could receive a potential reward of up to $1,000 if your tip leads to an arrest.
This message made possible by D&H Risk Solutions. For more information, go to risksolutions.com.
Farmside Supplies for all your pet product needs, featuring their new bathing station for dogs like Riley, who looks relaxed after a nice bath. Farmside Supplies also sells small animals like rabbits, mice, and hamsters, and has the biggest selection of birdhouses and bird food in the area. Farmside Supplies is located on Loomis Avenue in Sussex. Farmside Supplies is a big supporter of Veritas Christian Academy. Call 973-875-3777 or check out farmsidesupplies.com.
Pop, 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 money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money. Use your phone to pay your friends. You can even pay the rent. Out to dinner, pay your buddy. Use your phone to pop your money. Lakeland Banks, pop money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money. Pay the sitter, send a gift. It's real easy, you get my drift? You don't need checks, you don't need cash. Use pop money, it's so fast.
Lakeland Banks Pop Money, the easy way to pay people. Pop to it.
Pop, pop, pop.
Welcome back to the Franklin Sussex Automall, Franklin Sussex Hyundai Sports Beat here on mugsmedia.com and Channel 10. Coming to you from the Automall lot here on Route 23, the lovely border of Sussex and Wantage. Actually, Wantage, mailing address is Sussex. That's how crazy Sussex County is. I think the town of Vernon has 7 different zip codes, so go figure that out. But anyway, a lot of stuff happening here at the Automall. Check out the Facebook page. Rock, Ribs, and Ridges is coming up at the fairgrounds at the end of the month. Got some great acts coming. Outlaws, you know, got to love them, and a lot of great groups, Marshall Tucker Band. So if you like that kind of music, that's the place to be. But we just did our All Mugs baseball team. Now it's time to move on to softball. And we want to thank Up and Above Contractors for sponsoring Softball Talk all season. Well, we're going to start off at first base. And our first baseman is Olivia Manzer from Kittatinny. The senior was a team MVP. Kittatinny played a very tough non-league schedule this year. Heather Mate went out and picked up some very good teams. So the record wasn't as good as it has been in the past, but I think they were a better team before it. And Olivia Manzer was the top player on the team. 4-year starter, hit .479, .699 slugging, .537 on base, 7 doubles, 3 homers, and she finishes her career with 112 hits, the most of any player under Heather Mate, who's been there 8 or 9 years, and she also has 46 career RBIs. She got that 100th hit in the win over Newton, and she's just been terrific. And, and chases down anything in the outfield. Terrific 3-sport athlete for Kittatinny. I love their first baseman is Isabel Seiss of Jefferson, the senior. She's on our team. I think this is 4 straight years for Isabel. She just recently played in the Super 36 game. She helped Jefferson make that run to the state section final, North 1 Group 2 against Ramsey. She hit .340, 32 hits. She finished with 132 career hits. That's a lot of hits. .426 on base. 7 doubles, 4 homers, 21 RBIs. Terrific player for Nick DeGennaro at Jefferson. I want to mention, honorable mention, Kayla Hillerbrand of Pope John was terrific. She hit .318. Riley Scarali from Newton hit .368. Brianna Jones from North Warren hit .323. And coming back next year, just a junior, Nicole Struble, big part of Vernon's success, .340. But I went with Manzer and Seiss as the first teamers. Second base, Kelly Vuz of North Warren. And she had a nice year. She's one of our honorable mention kids, I want to mention, at 338, helping them win that division. Sam Henry's an honorable mention type kid. For Pope John, she led the team in RBIs with 19, hit 250, hit the big home run against North Hunterdon in the HWS. But our main second baseman on the All Mugs team, Kelsey Little, back for her third year on the first team for High Point. She had 368, 25 hits. She got 100 hits in her varsity career. Kelsey was the undoubted leader on that team and the last link to the state championship teams of Valley Fry and Chelsea Eckert. Kelsey, terrific career. Our other second baseman, Katie DeBell of Jefferson, a junior. She hit 344, 31 hits, 378 on base percentage. Had a great year for Nick DeGennaro. And I went with a third second baseman because it was so deep. As we mentioned, Vuz and Sam Henry, they're terrific kids. They're honorable mentions. Natalie Alhide of Vernon, the sophomore, 362, 25 of 69, 13 stolen bases, 11 RBIs, part of that terrific hitting Vernon lineup. Also an honorable mention kid is Allison Wester from Kittatinny. We moved to third base. Marissa Russo, the senior, started off the season at short. Frank Canning moved some things around to shore up the defense. She went back to third, where she's played the last couple years. Had a nice season, hit 338 with 24 hits, 17 runs, 4 RBIs, and had a fielding possession of 905. Her and Amber Powers on the left side really locked down that infield for Pope John, which is our team of the year. So Marissa Russo there. Also, when she gets a chance, she sings the national anthem at basketball games and softball games. She has a beautiful voice, talented kid, Marissa Russo. Our second third baseman is the star of the future, I think. One of them, just a freshman. The other one is on the same team as a freshman too, but Olivia Vizzini from Vernon. 30 for 70, hit 429, 24 RBIs, 20 runs, 2 homers, 7 steals, but she punishes the ball when she hits it. And again, we talked about Pope John baseball on the turf, Vernon baseball on the turf at Maple Grange at third base, but a lot of small ball. You have to be active and athletic, and that's exactly what Olivia is. So she's on the first team, which probably be the first, barring injury, hopefully it never happens, 4 years of being on first team, Olivia Vizzini. And then also, kids I also want to mention, Nicole Catalina of Lenape Valley had a nice year, Julia Carone of Sussex Tech, and Nicole Vasallo of Jefferson, who she ended up hitting 385, but Vizzini and Russo are my 2 first basemen. We're going to move to shortstop, and we got Jay Deaver of Wallkill Valley. Wallkill Valley, a little bit up and down this year, but Deaver's been so terrific for the last 3 years. She's only 23 hits away from 100 for her career. She had 24 hits this year, 22 runs scored, 13 RBIs, hit 318. Deaver's a legitimate shortstop over there at Wallkill Valley. Frankie Pataki of Vernon, she finished hitting 473, 20 runs, scored 10 RBIs, 16 stolen bases, a home run. Frankie's season ended a little bit early. She got a hand injury, so she was just basically a pinch runner or courtesy runner late in the year for Vernon, who won 2 games of the state for the first time in a long, long time, and hosted a state game for the first time in a long time. But she was a big part of that, Frankie, just a junior. What she did in the first, 80% of the season is enough to get her on first team. Casey Rudder from High Point, just a junior, hit 388, 21 for 54, 11 RBIs. She has a great range, good athlete. Brian Gallagher was very pleased to plug her in at shortstop, and she did a terrific job. And then our number 1 shortstop is Amber Powers, our player of the year for Muggs Media, along with her teammate Gabby Bubba. Amber, 36 of 72, 500. Again, if you know Frank Canning, he does not fudge his stats, folks. That's a legit 500. It's the second year in a row she's hit 500. 17 runs scored, 9 RBIs, 12 walks, so she was pitched around a lot, 10 stolen bases. Just a terrific player. She's tied with her sister Kaylee for the all-time hits leader at Pope John. We each have 152. Kaylee coming off a monster year at Montclair State, where she was named All-Region and named Rookie of the Year in the NJAC. And Brooke Powers, the oldest of the 3 Powers, what a great year season at Pope John, is an assistant at Montclair. So those are our outfielders. Honorable mention, shortstops, I should say. Honorable mention, we throw out a shout out to Caitlin Chadwick from Kittatinny. When we come back, we'll do the catchers, pitchers, and outfielders. And we'll have more here on the Franklin Sussex Automall, Franklin Sussex Hyundai Sports Beat, right after these messages here on Channel 10 and MuggsMedia.com.
Bill Snopper here in the Franklin Sussex Automall. We're ready to rock your world. It's the Rockin' Festival of Saving, with explosive powered cord discounts on every new Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram.
Lease a new 2017 Jeep Cherokee 4x4 just $199 a month. And a new 2017 Ram 1500 Quad Cab Express 4x4 just $199 a month.
We're all amped up to give you big cash for your trade and the credit help you deserve. Don't miss the Rockin' Festival of Savings, Route 23 in Sussex.
Drive and Discover event.
When it comes to caring for the unexpected, take comfort in knowing that our emergency department is prepared and equipped to take care of all patients' needs, from minor injuries to more advanced life-threatening illnesses like heart attacks and strokes. No other provider can match the experience, commitment to quality, and access to state-of-the-art technology available at Newton Medical Center. And as part of Atlantic Health System, we're also the only facility seamlessly connected to all the resources and medical experts at Morristown Medical Center and our sister hospitals for the breadth of high-quality and nationally ranked services offered throughout our network.
Arthur J. Gallagher Risk Management Services, specializing in public entity risk management, loss control, and self-insured alternatives. Put your trust in Arthur J. Gallagher locally by contacting George Moorville, who served Sussex County schools and municipalities for over 40 years. Arthur J. Gallagher and George Moorville support Sussex County athletes and charities. Arthur J. Gallagher Risk Management Services, business without barriers. For more information, call George Moorville at 973-383-3110.
Pop, 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 money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money. Use your phone to pay your friends. You can even pay the rent. Out to dinner, pay your buddy. Use your phone to pop your money. Lakeland Banks, pop money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money. Pay the sitter, send a gift. It's real easy, you get my drift? You don't need checks, you don't need cash. Use pop money, it's so fast.
Lakeland Bank's Pop Money, the easy way to pay people. Pop to it.
Pop, pop, pop.
Attention high school athletes, weekend warriors, and seniors. Therapeutics Unlimited is a physical therapy and sports rehab provider. Therapeutics Unlimited also provides pediatrics and vestibular therapy. Therapeutics Unlimited uses cutting-edge technology for personal one-on-one physical therapy with the goal of getting the patient to a full and speedy recovery. Therapeutics Unlimited with 4 locations in Sussex and Morris counties. In Sussex, Sparta and Andover. In Morris County, Randolph and Morristown. For more information, visit turehab.com.
Welcome back to the Franklin Sussex Automall, Franklin Sussex Hyundai Sports Beat. We're picking our All Mugs softball team. Let's move on. Catcher Milana Lakatena from Lenape Valley had a great career. She's going to Youngstown State. She played in the Super 36 game. She hit .377, 8 doubles, 7 homers, 29 RBIs. Terrific player, going to play Division I. And Billy Moore, the Lenape Valley coach, says he's got a younger sister that pitches and continues that tradition of the Lakatena sisters at Lenape Valley. My other catcher is Kellyanne Sulaco from Kittatinny. One of my favorite athletes because she does everything in all sports, soccer, basketball, softball. She's a great kid. She'll clean up the field afterwards. She'll do anything you want. And all the coaches at Kittatinny love this young lady, and rightfully so. Heather Mate needed a catcher. Put her at catcher. Last year she played outfield all over the place, but at catcher this year, she hit .315, .354 on-base percentage, 15 runs scored, 8 RBIs. She threw out almost half of the runners stealing, which is a pretty high percentage in softball. She threw out 7 of 18. She had a .995 fielding percentage and did a great job handling pitcher Alexis Cook. She's a terrific athlete. She can swing the bat, she can bunt, she can slap. So versatile, just a junior. Heather Mate, looking forward to having her back. And then honorable mention, kids, Tatiana Estev Ingram from Sparta. She went there at catcher, did a great job. Last year she played some outfield. She'll be one of the better catchers next year. Honorable mention also Brianna Lair from Pope John and Gianna Vazzoloni from Vernon. Gianna, a 3-year starter for the Vikings, one of the veterans on this team. She hit .364. She'll be back next year. So those are our catchers. We'll move on to the outfield. And it's Kat Fassbender from Pope John, hit .307, 15 RBIs. Didn't make one error in the field all year, and probably was the best defensive outfielder I saw this year. And we had a lot of good ones, but Kat Fassbender was terrific. Chelsea Pitondo, the sophomore from Jefferson, 39 hits, .368 average, .391 on base, 10 doubles, 17 RBIs. Terrific player for Nick DiGennaro. She'll key that team at the top of the order again next year. Carly Worcester, another one of those super sops at Jefferson, 49 hits. She hit .480, .514 on base. She was terrific. 2 triples, 4 homers, 29 RBIs, 10 stolen bases. Superstar in the making if she's not there already, Carly Worcester. Another outfielder from Sparta, we have two Sparta outfielders. Andy Monroe, the senior, the lone senior. Rick Poots has everyone coming back, so they're going to be very good next year. Andy hit 309, 426 slugging, 441 on base, 21 hits, 8 runs scored, 10 RBIs. Andy had a terrific career for Pope John. And then Erin Scott, the junior, continuing to just get better and better. She's been a 3-year starter for this Sparta team. She hit 408, 449 slugging, on-base percentage of 441, had 29 hits, 16 runs, 13 RBIs. She could hit for power, she could hit for average, and as an outfielder, she's got a gun. So she's a terrific player, Erin Scott. Another outfielder on the first team, Allie Latham of Vernon, senior captain on that young team. You know, she hit 338, had 24 hits, 19 runs scored, 12 RBIs. But the big part for her, she was one of the few seniors on a team full of freshmen and sophomores and juniors, and she provided great leadership when they had their best season in a long time, going 19-4. So Allie Latham, she makes it. She was part of our Muggs Media All-Star team as well. Another outfielder, Olivia Catalfamo from Kittatinny, just a sophomore, 24 hits. She hit 320. She was terrific out there. Coach Heather May says she's probably one of the best defensive center fielder or outfielders that she has. Her in the outfield. She makes over-the-shoulder catches, great throws, terrific player. And our last outfielder, also from Vernon, Olivia Amorosi. She's just a freshman, 389, 22 runs scored. She was 21 of 54. She drew 15 walks, stole 16 bases. So just a terrific year for her for that young Viking team, which I think with Sparta next year and Jefferson will all be battling for that Team of the Year position. Also, Gabby Colon, for honorable mention, Gabby Colon from Vernon. Also want to mention Morgan Mendel from Newton and Paige McPeak from North Warren. All honorable mention kids. Also, Frankie Chizulo from Walker Valley had a good year. All right, let's move to the pitchers. Jackie Bono helped North Warren win the Colonial Division for the second straight year. Jackie, one of the better overall players. Just a junior, 135 innings pitched. She went 13-6. She had a 1.50 ERA. She only allowed 29 earned runs. Batting average against was 166, and she had 178 Ks in 135 innings, so that's pretty darn impressive. And she was big with the bat. She batted leadoff. Coach Dan Delaney put her there to get more at-bats. She hit 412 with 28 hits, 16 runs, 21 RBIs, 4 doubles, 2 triples, and 4 homers. That's a lot of home runs. So Jackie Bono on our first team. The other rising superstar, freshman from Vernon, which they seem like they have a bunch of them, Tori Grafone. She was a revelation in the circle. She went 15-3 this year, and 122 in the third innings pitched. Only allowed 82 hits, 14 earned runs, had 157 strikeouts, only 43 walks, a 0.80 ERA, and she helped herself with at the plate. She can swing the bat with the best of them, 22 hits, 354 batting average, 11 RBIs, and 1 home run. Tori Grafone, going to be a candidate for Player of the Year next year. I bet you that, folks. Then I'm going to do what I did with baseball. Jefferson pitchers, Alexis Pettit and Morgan Carr, both on. Pettit went 14-4 with a 2.54 ERA with 2 saves. Carr was 7-4. She had 6 saves. Nick DeGennaro used both wisely, got them to the section final. They did a great job coaching there. And both of those players will be back, just juniors, so that's a great future there for Jefferson. Then Paige Smith, one of the top players around, folks, just a junior. Paige is definitely a candidate for Player of the Year. She was this year and will be next. 14-4 with 14-4 with a 2.54 ERA. She also had 2 no-hitters. She had 4 one-hitters, and it was terrific. She had 9 shutouts. She beat Pope John when they lost 2 out of 3. She got the 1 win. Slugging percentage, she hit 455, 591 slugging, had 30 hits and 11 RBIs. Paige Smith's the real deal, terrific pitcher. Gabby Bubba, one of our players of the year, great year pitching for Pope John, 14-7, only allowed 25 earned runs and 153 in the third innings, an ERA of 0.14, 127 strikeouts. She was just tremendous all year. They played such a tough schedule. You know, the losses, you look at their losses, they lost to Mount St. Dominic, Donovan Catholic, just at the Sparta. These are all tremendous teams that they had losses to. So Gabby Bubba was terrific all year, hitting her spots, did a great job. And we'll wrap it up, folks, with our utility players. Taylor Thiem from Newton played second base, but she's been all over the field for 4 years for Kurt Pakuka. Hit 404, 514 on base, 24 RBIs. and a 4-year starter, never missed a game. Taylor Thiem, great career at Newton. And Ariel Milligan of Wallkill Valley, 26 hits. She hit .419, 4 homers, 7 doubles, 21 RBIs. She pitched, played first, played third. She caught if she had to. Ariel Milligan, terrific job. We mentioned her, and also want to mention Gabby Chizulo and Alexis Cook were honorable mention pitchers too. Alexis Cook from Kittatinny, Gabby Chizulo from Wallkill Valley. So that rounds out the All Mugs softball team. Again, I want to thank Up and Above Contractors. And as we go into commercial break, our final top 5 brought to you by Mark Unglob of the Unglob Insurance Agency Farmers, located in Sparta. We want to thank Mark for sponsoring all the top 5s this school year. So here's that final top 5.
Bill Snopper here, and at Franklin Sussex Automall, we're ready to rock your world. It's the Rockin' Festival of Saving, with explosive powered cord discounts on every new Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram.
Lease a new 2017 Jeep Cherokee 4x4, just $199 a month. And a new 2017 Ram 1500 Quad Cab Express 4x4, just $199 a month.
We're all amped up to give you big cash for your trade and the credit help you deserve. Don't miss the Rockin' Festival of Savings, Route 23 in Sussex.
Drive and Discover event.
United Water is now Suez, safe, clean water for the communities they serve.
Sussex County Community College is a great place to branch out and figure out what suits you best and what fits you as an individual.
The array of classes that they offer was perfect.
Professors will go out of their way for you. They'll sit with you until you understand completely.
It was a right choice for me because it would save me money and I would be able to get all my gen eds done before moving on to a 4-year university.
Visit us at sussex.edu to find out more. Sussex County Community College. Start here, go anywhere.
Hello, this is Father McHugh, Director of the Catholic Academy of Sussex County. The Academy, providing excellence in education and a faith-filled environment for all of our students in grades pre-K through 12, has moved to one campus at the corner of Andover Road and Sparta Avenue in Sparta. We offer an easy transition for our students as they journey through elementary, middle and high school education. The Reverend George A. Brown Memorial School has been repurposed to meet the needs of our youngest students in grades pre-K through 4. The new Pub John, the 23rd Middle School, unique in the Dice of Patterson, offers a true middle school environment for our students in grades 5, 6 and 7. And Pub John Regional High School grades 8 through 12 continues to focus on college preparation and offers a full complement of 134 courses on 3 levels. We invite you to be a part of the Academy family. Contact Ann Kaiser in admissions today at 973-729-6125 and extension 255 to schedule a visit in any of our schools. Our doors are always open.
Farmside Supplies for all your pet product needs, featuring their new bathing station for dogs like Riley, who looks relaxed after a nice bath. Farmside Supplies also sells small animals like rabbits, mice, and hamsters, and has the biggest selection of birdhouses and bird food in the area. Farmside Supplies is located on Loomis Avenue in Sussex. Farmside Supplies is a big supporter of Veritas Christian Academy. Call 973-875-3777 or check out farmsidesupplies.com.
Farmstead Golf and Country Club is the perfect place to host your event. Weddings, christenings, baby and bridal showers, and sports banquets. The staff at Farmstead will make your day a special one. The banquet facility overlooks their beautiful 27-hole golf course. Farmstead Golf and Country Club can also host your charity golf event. For more information on the Farmstead banquet facilities or to book your tee time, call 383-1666. Farmstead Golf and Country Club, located on Lawrence Road in Lafayette. Visit their website at farmsteadgolf.com.
Welcome back to the Franklin Sussex Automall, Franklin Sussex Hyundai Sports Beat. So we just did our All Mugs team in baseball and softball. Great year. I want to thank all the coaches and athletic directors for letting us come to your fields and film the games. Now we're going to do a little boys and girls lacrosse season review. Lacrosse, as everyone knows, is the fastest growing sport in the country and in this area. I just found out not too long ago, Newton will have a girls lacrosse team next year, so more programs are picking it up. But top stories, in my opinion, for lacrosse this year, Sparta boys going to the Fitch Pit division, hanging in there. They started the season with a bunch of injuries. Jesse West was hurt and a couple other key players. But as they got healthier, they got better and better. Picked up some nice wins. Stelios Krudos had a monster year. Jesse West came back from injury, played very well. Alex Milligan. And this is a very good team. Russell Everding at the Faceoff X has developed into one of the best. And I think one of the best things about going to that division is it's going to help Everding. He was winning almost 80% of his faceoffs against the Riz division. When he's going against Del Barton and Mountain Lakes and Ramapo, those guys have excellent guys. It's going to make him even better. And Everding's great to begin with. So Reed McCall came in at goalie, really helped solidify them. So a good year for Sparta. Even though the record was not as good as it's been in the past, they played the toughest schedule of any team in the history of the Muggs Media area this past year. Pope John had a good year. Chris Hoffman in the gang, right in the battle with the Riz division. Eddie May, Connor McCoy, Tyler Humphrey, Ryan McCoy anchoring that great defense in front of goalie Max Merlino. So Pope John very solid this year. Vernon got a share of the Curcio division after winning the Pooley last year. They go and play Wayne Valley and Clifton and DePaul, and Harry Shoreway gets a championship there. Cole Jenigan was on fire scoring-wise. Zach Biango, Brian Moran, Jeff Sedlock, Tommy Brennan at the Faceoff X. Just a lot of nice players. Chris Ast, who won the Viking Club Award, I heard. So and Brandon Lewis. So that team went the farthest it ever went in the States. They won 2 state games, including beating Jefferson for a second time, and they lost to Chatham in the section semifinals. So it's the furthest Vernon ever went. Vernon's going to go back to the Riz division, so they'll be back playing the Randolphs and the Roxburys and the Pope Johns. But a great year for Vernon. Also Jefferson, they won their NJAC division. They won the Pooley division. Scott Reed, one of the best guys around, terrific coach. Ian Priswata got his 100th goal. Terrific players on that team. Matt Tanis, Logan Hallritter at defenders, Brandon Vance, a goalie. A lot of depth and a lot of excitement about this Jefferson program. And Scott Reed winning those 2 titles. Newton won the Beatty Cup. Brian Bennington, the injuries mounted up at the end of the year, but the Vandenberg brothers were terrific. Nick Krawchuk was a great player too. So he did a nice job. Lenape Valley, nice season with Justin Meath. With Don Fellini getting his 100 point, and Troy DuPont having a great year for them. North Warren also a good year. Rob Steingel year in, year out does that. Kittatinny's on the rise. They're pretty young. High Point picked up a couple of wins, beating Moores Catholic. Great job by Mark Russell there. So a lot of good stuff in boys. On the girls, main story, Kate Brennan and the Sparta Spartans when the go to the HHWS final for the 3rd time in 4 years, come up just agonizingly short against Hunter and Central. They made a great comeback, lost 16-14. They won the first ever section title, boys or girls, in Sussex County history when they beat Ramapo, that terrific game. Caitlin Mead scoring the goal late to win it. Madison Levinson had a terrific game, terrific season in goal, just a sophomore. They lost to Bernards by a goal, who ended up winning the state title. But Kate's got a good crew coming back, but Jackie Halleck, senior, terrific. Caitlin Mead, All-American, she's going to Michigan. Haley Mead going to Michigan, her twin sister. Just some great players on this team. Brianna Falco, Courtney Klein scoring some big goals. There's, Juliana McGuire. Just a great, great team. A lot of fun to watch. So Sparta was by far the best team. Vernon won its first division title since 2010. They won the Colonial North. Nice job by Steve Carlson. Mackenzie Alter reached some milestones playing for them. But a good young core coming back for that team. But Alter did a terrific job. Brianna White. Just a real solid team. Olivia Balcado and some of the youngsters that'll be back next year. Maddie DeVries, Allie Dombrowski. Just a lot of good young players going to be there for Vernon. Kittatinny finished strong. They beat High Point at the end of the year. Kennedy Smith is going to Coastal Carolina, the goalie. She's terrific. Callan Smith, her sister's a great scorer. So Kittatinny doing some nice things. High Point having a good season for Joy Carter as they continue to do well. Emma Cawley graduates as the all-time leading scorer there. Jefferson with Melissa Hall as the coach. She did another nice job. They came in 2nd in the Colonial North. So good job by the Falcons. Megan Smith, a terrific player for them. And the Pope John Lions moving up into the Freedom Division, Freedom North, after being battling in the Colonial. Chelsea Gummerson was very happy. They beat some good teams, beat a good Pequannock team. They just had a terrific year. Emma Valiente was terrific. Maria Olivo, and in goal, Caleb Brutowski was just tremendous. Just a great team and a lot of good lacrosse going on here in the Sussex County and Northwest Jersey area. So that's just a little bit of review that went on, but the big story I would say would be Sparta girls winning that first ever lacrosse section title, boys and girls. And it's just going to get bigger and better here, folks. So looking forward to next season already. I want to thank Harry Shortway from Mad Dog Lacrosse for sponsoring all the lacrosse highlights. And we'll have more here on the Sports Beat right after these messages here on Channel 10 at mugsmedia.com.
Bill Snopper here in the Franklin Sussex Automall. We're ready to rock your world. It's the Rockin' Festival of Saving with explosive powered cord discounts on every new Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram.
Lease a new 2017 Jeep Cherokee 4x4, just $199 a month. And a new 2017 Ram 1500 Quad Cab Express 4x4, just $199 a month.
We're all amped up to give you big cash for your trade and the credit help you deserve. Don't miss the Rockin' Festival of Savings, Route 23 in Sussex.
Drive and Discover event.
Hi, I'm Kurt from KG Companies. KG Companies has been serving Sussex County for over 27 years. We provide solar, electric, and general contracting services for both commercial and residential projects. As an employer and a parent of student athletes, I appreciate the life lessons sports teaches our young people. I want to recognize and thank all the teachers, coaches, and parents that promote and make high school athletics possible here at Veritas and throughout the county.
Sussex County Community College is a great place to branch out and figure out what suits you best and what fits you as an individual.
The array of classes that they offer was perfect.
Professors will go out of their way for you. They'll sit with you until you understand completely.
It was a right choice for me because it would save me money and I would be able to get all my gen eds done before you're moving on to a four-year university.
Visit us at sussex.edu to find out more. Sussex County Community College. Start here, go anywhere.
Pop, 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 money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money. Use your phone to pay your friends. You can even pay the rent. Out to dinner, pay your buddy. Use your phone to pop your money. Lakeland Banks pop money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money. Pay the sitter, send a gift. It's real easy, you get my drift? You don't need checks, you don't need cash. Use pop money, it's so fast.
Lakeland Bank's Pop Money, the easy way to pay people. Pop to it.
Pop, pop, pop.
Bill Snopper here in the Franklin Sussex Automall. We're ready to rock your world. It's the Rockin' Festival of Saving with explosive powered cord discounts on every new Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram.
Lease a new 2017 Jeep Cherokee 4x4, just $199 a month. And a new 2017 Ram 1500 Quad Cab Express 4x4, just $199 a month.
We're all amped up to give you big cash for your trade and the credit help you deserve. Don't miss the Rockin' Festival of Savings, Route 23 in Sussex.
Drive and Discover event.
Sussex County Community College is a great place to branch out and figure out what suits you best and what fits you as an individual.
The array of classes that they offer was perfect.
Professors will go out of their way for you. They'll sit with you until you understand completely.
It was a right choice for me because it would save me money and I would be able to get all my gen eds done before you're moving on to a four-year university.
Visit us at sussex.edu to find out more. Sussex County Community College. Start here, go anywhere.
American Federal Mortgage knows shopping for a mortgage can be stressful. They have the lowest rates in the nation with their state-approved lock and loan form. American Federal Mortgage has great customer service to answer your questions and concerns. They will get you into the home of your dreams. For more information, call 888-321-HOUSE or go to njmortgage.com.
Party time or work time? Tri-State Rentals has the right tools and supplies for your next job or party, event, and wedding tents in many sizes, plus all the accessories you need to host that perfect party, including bounce houses, carnival games, and catering supplies. We also rent tools and equipment for any job, big or small, indoor or out. We rent, sell, and service Kubota tractors. Planning your next job or event just got easier. Visit Tri-State Rentals online at tristaterentals.com or visit our showroom, 105 Sparta Avenue, Newton.
Welcome back to the Franklin Sussex Automall, Franklin Sussex Hyundai Sports Beat. It's now time for our Orthopedic Institute of New Jersey Live Well Tip of the Week.
Over the past decade, probably the biggest change has been really managing stress. So whether it's heart rate monitor systems or the GPS systems or daily, you can use daily questionnaires. It's like a 5-question subjective, see how the athletes are doing. Has really become the biggest change. So here we have our heart rate monitor system. We use a system from First Beat Sports. What it is records in real time, so every player is wearing a heart rate strap as they're on the ice. There's a little receiver up in the corner, and it'll capture everything in real time. The one thing that I really look for is this score is a TRIMP score. It's essentially a measure of volume. So we look at volume compared to time, and that lets us know sort of how difficult practice is. So if it's an easy day, you might see a 1-to-1 ratio. So this would be 38, and you'd probably see a 38 there. That would be something like a morning skate. A hard practice is typically about 1.5, which is right where we're at now. So we'll probably end up at 40 minutes and 60, so 1.5. And a real hard day is generally 2-to-1. So by measuring the intensity and workload of practice, we know if we're doing too much or doing too little and sort of hit that sweet spot every day. I think the injuries you see a lot with younger populations are probably just overuse injuries. You get a lot of kids that play the same sports year-round, so you're not really ever getting out of those movement patterns, and you're just doing the same thing over and over again, and eventually the tissue just can't handle it anymore and breaks down. With our guys, so actually that even applies to our players, like we don't want guys to skate in the off-season. So we push track workouts hard. Like we want guys to run to get them back into a more sagittal plane and get them out of here, because they're here, 9 months out of the year. And people look at us and say, like, why do you bench press? That's old school. But the fact of the matter is hockey's the fastest sport with the highest speed collisions, and having muscular shoulders is going to hold them together. So while having a big bench press might not help with a slap shot, it is going to help with getting smashed into the boards and having your joints maintain integrity and not get injured. Basically all their profiles here, you'd come in, you just select your picture off a list. Normally we would have the lift already set, so it's set on deadlift. Say he's going at 245 pounds, he just hits prepare. And then all he's got to do is start the exercise. When he starts the exercise and the string starts to move on the device, it'll start recording. And it gives them just instantaneous feedback on bar speed and power. So we can determine our workouts based off of speed instead of being kind of set into a percentage. When it comes to sort of recovery and feeling good throughout the year, nutrition and sleep are paramount. They're everything. I mean, they're everything. People love to talk about cold tubs, compression garments, pneumatic air compression devices that help with like lymphatic return, flush rides, massages, foam rollers, stretching. And while all that stuff has value, you can't replace nutrition and sleep. I mean, nutrition and sleep are everything. To set the guys up for success, we do provide breakfast and lunch every day. We'll provide post-game meals. We have breakfast and lunch on the road. So there's pretty much always food around, so we can make sure these guys are adequately fueled. So every day there's going to be a lean protein option, whether it's pork, chicken, beef tenderloin, salmon. We rotate our proteins. There'll always be a starch carbohydrate option. Usually it's potatoes, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, rice. And then there's always a vegetable option for fiber and actually some micronutrition. Always have a salad, plenty of fresh fruit. They cut fruit every day. Really with anyone, like it's all about progress, not perfection. And really just kind of, you don't want to bite off more than you can chew. So even with myself, my in-season training, it drops off during the season for sure. But I mean, I still get it done. I just keep it to the minimums. And really it's just kind of the ebb and flow of motivation. Say you're not feeling very motivated, just keep training. You can cut your workouts down to a quarter or a half of what you were doing previously and just get through that funk, but don't stop. And then once you feel motivated again, you can just ramp it right back up.
Again, folks, Orthopedic Institute in New Jersey is terrific. Treat you from your neck to your toes. All your joints and injuries, it's the Orthopedic Institute. They were voted one of the best in the round in a local newspaper survey. They got everything from rehab to surgeons, and there's one near your house. So if you have any issues orthopedically, you need to be addressed. It's the Orthopedic Institute in New Jersey. You won't have to travel far because they have locations all over the area. So that's going to wrap up this edition of the Sports Beat. Again, I want to mention Rock, Ribs, and Ridges coming up at the end of the month, sponsored by the Franklin Sussex Automall. Also, want to mention again Ryan Snoffer playing well in the Canadian Tour. That's Bill's son. So it's fun watching him. Hopefully he'll come down and play in the United States and we'll get to follow him around. That'd be really cool. But all events here at the Automall are on Facebook, so check that out. And go down to our sister dealership, Franklin Sussex Hyundai. They have great deals as well. It's time to go out and get that car for the summer driving. You got a graduate, college graduate, or a high school graduate. You want to get them a good new or used car. Franklin Sussex Automall, Franklin Sussex Hyundai, the place to go. Finally, I want to let everyone know we are a full-service video production house. What's that mean? We do corporate videos, commercial videos, and videos for your social media page. We do recruiting videos for your son or daughter that's an athlete. We send it to the college of your choice. Any sort of video thing you need, we can take care of it at Muggs Media. Plus, we got our art guys all together. Tyler Atkins, our owner, did painstakingly put them all together. You can check that out on our Facebook page. Hopefully you have an old game you played in, we can get that to you. So a lot going on here at Muggs Media, and we'll be on all summer, so stay tuned for all the good stuff we have coming your way. And that's going to wrap up this edition of the Sports Beat. I'm your host, Dan Cleary. We'll see you again soon on Channel 10 and MuggsMedia.com.
Bill Snopper here in the Franklin Sussex Automall. We're ready to rock your world. It's the Rockin' Festival of Saving, with explosive powered core discounts on every new Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram.
Lease a new 2017 Jeep Cherokee 4x4, just $199 a month. And a new 2017 Ram 1500 Quad Cab Express 4x4, just $199 a month.
We're all amped up to give you big cash for your trade and the credit help you deserve. Don't miss the Rockin' Festival of Savings, Route 23 in Sussex.
Drive and Discover event.